Did you know the clitoris and the penis are the same organ? In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things you may not know about your female body. Most women, and honestly even doctors, don't even know this. So once you listen to this video, I hope that you'll see your body a little bit differently and can educate other women about the changes of their body. I'm Dr. Jen, double-boarded OB-GYN in integrative medicine, and I talk about women's health, sexual health, and if you're interested in these types of videos, please like and subscribe my channel. Okay, let's start with one most people never learn. The clitoris and the penis develop from the same embryological tissue. Both originate from the genital tubercle, which contains erectile tissue, nerve endings, in fact, a lot of nerve endings, and blood flow dependent arousal. This is why actually drugs like Viagra could actually potentially work for women as well, because they have the same tissue and the same nerves and blood flow. The clitoris is mostly internal compared to the penis, with branches and bulbs. In fact, most of it is not seen. It's a little bit like the iceberg phenomenon. And why this matters is that estrogen and testosterone maintain blood flow and improve nerve sensation and nerve health. When your hormones decline in perimenopause and menopause, you actually have less arousal or less interest and even less desire. And the sensation is not quite the same because you have those nerves and blood vessels that are sensitive to hormones. Female sexual health is not biological, it's actually physiologic. And it's not just in your head, as sometimes doctors tend to say. It's important that we know that both nerves, blood vessels, and hormones are important for appropriate arousal. Fact number 2, women actually make testosterone too. In fact, our levels of testosterone are actually pretty high in our 20s and 30s. We don't just make a little bit of testosterone, we actually need testosterone. Testosterone is important for our brain, our muscles, our bones, our libido, so many things. And really, testosterone is pretty underappreciated these days. More and more research needs to be done to establish how testosterone can benefit women, but there is data in other countries that supports that it improves libido, energy, motivation, building muscle and maintaining muscle, building bone and maintaining bone. And it helps with overall feeling like you have focus. It declines with age, but it's not a linear fashion like you see with estrogen and progesterone. It's not just limited to perimenopause. Women can actually have a decline in testosterone. They could be in their 30s or even 20s. I've occasionally seen someone with low testosterone in their 20s. It also declines with stress. It declines if you have your ovaries removed with surgical menopause, but it also declines if you have insulin resistance, because insulin resistance can actually lower testosterone. It can actually increase inflammation as well. So testosterone doesn't make women masculine. It actually helps women overall with their general health. All right, we're on to fact number 3. So estrogen actually affects every single organ in your body. So there is an estrogen receptor on every single cell in your body, brain, heart, skin tissue, every single cell. It's not just about reproductive health. Estrogen receptors exist in the brain, they exist in your immune system, they exist in your bones, your muscles, your heart. So when we say that perimenopause has, over 40 symptoms, it's because those estrogen receptors are critical for overall women's health. And so when you have a decline in perimenopause and menopause, you actually see women have things like hot flashes, night sweats, memory issues, skin changes, wrinkles, sagging of their skin, itchiness in their ears, on their skin, bladder problems, vaginal problems. Like you see multiple different symptoms related to estrogen because there is an estrogen receptor on every single cell. I do want to also mention estrogen is really, really important for the gut. There's a part of the gut called the estrobolome, and that estrobolome actually contains bacteria that help metabolize estrogen. So women start noticing bloating and digestive issues, maybe food sensitivities they've never had, even in perimenopause. So making sure that you're addressing not only the low estrogen state, but those different systems is important when you're looking at treatment. Okay. Fact number 4, women lose muscle faster than men after the age of 40. Muscle loss isn't just about aging, it's actually hormonal. So you can experience muscle loss even in your 20s or 30s. Estrogen helps preserve muscle. Testosterone helps build muscle. So when you have a loss of either one of those hormones, you get a slower metabolism because muscle actually burns calories at rest and in motion. You get insulin resistance because, again, muscle helps with glucose metabolism. It does not require insulin at all. Higher fracture risk because your bones and your muscle are intertwined. And what actually helps with prevention of muscle loss, for whatever reason that could be, is strength training, making sure you're doing resistance training, adequate protein, adequate minerals, and bone density type things like calcium, collagen, vitamin D, and then hormonal support when appropriate. Muscle is medicine for women. Muscle is the best organ that you have to fight signs of aging. Number 5, final fact, the vagina is self-cleaning. Yes, I said that. There are many things over the counter, like all kinds of wellness gurus that try to sell things to clean the vagina, but the vagina is actually self-cleaning. This really matters because if you're putting things like douches or chemicals or things that are scented in the vagina, you can actually disrupt the vaginal microbiome, the type of bacteria that helps keep the vagina pH acidic to help prevent infection, but it also keeps the fluid going so that you can achieve orgasms, but you can also have sex that's not painful. So it's really important that you're not disrupting this critical vaginal microbiome, which consists of a lot of positive, great bacteria like lactobacillus. So don't douche, don't steam, don't wash, don't put gummies in there that make it taste like pineapple. It's normal to have a smell. It's normal to have discharge, but don't disrupt the vaginal microbiome. It's actually a self-cleaning organ. So those are 5 facts you may not know about your body as a female. If you were never taught this, that's not your fault. Women's bodies were misunderstood for decades, and there's so much lack of research. In fact, women were not even in clinical trials into the mid-90s. If this video surprised you, share it and subscribe, and follow me for more evidence-based women's health. You deserve better information.